Lloyd, you're finally awake!
Where are we? Where's Colette?
She doesn't respond to anything we say.
Damn it!
Lloyd, do you remember this place? We're in Triet Desert. Remember? This is the base where you were captured before.
The Desian base?
These guys aren't Desians.
What? What do you mean?
So many things happened at once. I'm confused too.
Then why don't we go over everything we know about the situation as it stands now? First, our current situation. When we were about to be killed in the Tower of Salvation, we were rescued by the organization on this base that resembles the Desians. They call themselves the Renegades.
So what you're saying is that the people here are called Renegades and not Desians? Okay, I really don't get it, but go on.
It seems that the Renegades oppose the Desians. They probably have a reason for intentionally trying to look like Desians.
All right, I think I get it now. We were saved by an organization called the Renegades that looks a lot like the Desians. So then who was that angel guy, Yggdrasil or whatever? And what about Kratos?
Do you remember Yggdrasil's words? This is just pure conjecture, but Cruxis, holy beings worshipped by the Church of Martel, and the Desians may in fact be the same organization.
Whoa, wait. What? How could that be possible?
Lloyd, hear me out. If we think of the Desians as a part of Cruxis, or perhaps their pawns, everything makes sense.
I remember one of the Desian 5 Grand Cardinals said that their boss was Yggdrasil.
And Yggdrasil said that he was the leader of Cruxis and the Desians when he appeared before us.
If the Desians and Cruxis are the same, well then what about Kratos? He obeyed Yggdrasil's orders. That means...
That's right. He's our enemy. He deceived us. He admitted it himself. He's one of Cruxis' 4 seraphim.
Kratos is likely a subordinate of Yggdrasil. He probably joined us to make sure Colette didn't stray from the journey to regenerate the world.
So we were deceived from the very beginning. By Remiel, the Cruxis, even Kratos.
Ah, you're awake. Then please, come with me to the next room. Our leader awaits you.
You're finally awake.
Are you the Renegades?
Correct. We're an underground resistance dedicated to fighting the Desians, or rather the Cruxis.
So Cruxis and the Desians really are the same organization.
Correct. Cruxis controls the Church of Martel in the open and operates the Desians from behind the scenes. The Desians are a subordinate organization within Cruxis.
The Church of Martel is nothing more than an instrument created by Cruxis to rule the world. Those who call themselves angels are half-elves who have evolved by using a special type of X-sphere called Cruxis crystals. They aren't gods or anything of the sort. Of course, the Church of Martel and the Chosen know nothing about that.
They're half-elves too?
Yes. Some of the Desians, as well as Cruxis and ourselves, are half-elves.
What is Cruxis trying to do? Are they doing all of this just to rule the world?
Do you intend to have us explain everything? How about using your own head a little?
Do they wish to revive the goddess Martel? They send oracles to those of the Mana lineage and control their marriages to create Chosens who become the vessel. It seems meaninglessly drawn out and complicated.
Well, well. I am impressed.
There's another world beyond Silverhunt that competes for mana.
Tetheala.
Yes. And the one who created this twisted world was Cruxis' leader, Yggdrasil.
Create a world? That's ridiculous. No one can do that.
If that's what you believe, then our conversation ends here.
Wait, if Yggdrasil was the one that created the 2 worlds himself, what can you possibly hope to do against someone like that? And that's not all. You tried to kill Colette and me. You're certainly not on our side. And yet for some reason, you saved us. Why?
You're not as stupid as you seem.
Excuse me?
Our goal is to stop Martel's revival. Therefore, the Chosen, who would become her vessel, was an obstacle.
Unfortunately, the Chosen completed the Angel transformation. The Chosen is now a lethal weapon whose only goal is self-preservation. We wouldn't dare lay a hand on her. But now we have the key to stop Martel's resurrection. We no longer need the Chosen.
What?
What we need is you, Lloyd Irving.
Me? What's so special about me?
That's none of your concern. Get him! Ugh!
Lord Ewan! No! It's his wound from Hyma.
Ugh! Kratos! How many times must you get in my way?
Wound from Hyma? Are you telling me the one who attacked Kratos was...
Lloyd, what are you doing?
Well, that was a lot of information for Lloyd and the gang to take in. The betrayals, the confusion, all of this stuff about the Church of Martel being a fake, being a hoax. Oh man, but anyway, welcome to Tales of Symphonia, ladies and gentlemen. We are here back at the Triet Base. And it turns out that these guys are not Desians, but they are actually called Renegades. So there's so many things that Lloyd and the party need answers for, but we're most likely going to discover those later on. I hate myself for being so naive. Darn it! He'll pay for this, I swear! And I think right after this scene, we are going to be... Yep, we are going to be thrust into a battle because these renegades here are so hasty, they really want to battle is what I'm trying to say. Why couldn't I find the right words there? Okay, so I'm not really going to show off many battles here in this renegade base because really we've been here before, as what Rain was saying. But there is one new enemy, which is the Evil Warrior. Now it's not just the foot soldier, but the Evil Warrior as well. And yes, his name is as it sounds. He is a very evil individual who must be struck down. Oh man, he's so evil that he's going to use the handle or the end of his giant mallet there to just crush us like that. The Evil Warriors, as I said, aren't really anything new and they're not all that difficult. So just go ahead and take them on as you would any regular Desian or Renegade. So I kind of want to look around here. I know that we've been here before, but you never know. Maybe there's an area where we missed a treasure chest, or maybe there are new treasure chests in the area. So we'll do a little bit of that, but I'm really not expecting that much to be here. Ooh, take a look at this, guys. Oh, so we can, it's called a refresher, but all you can do really are buy items, which is great. I'm sure that the team does indeed find that to be refreshing, you know, but there is sadly no healer. Like, you know how there was kind of a refresher in Kavar's base, but there was a store as well as an actual refresher that restored your HP and your TP, but we don't get any of that here. We don't have any luxuries like that here. Renegades, you really need to upgrade your base just a little, as well as the tools inside of your base. And Kratos was really one of that Yggdrasil's subordinates. What is he trying to do by turning Colette into Martel? More importantly than that, I want to know why Martel requires a body to be her vessel. Ah, right. In other words, that means she doesn't have a body. So wait, if you don't have a body, if all you have left is your heart, can you still live? Colette is currently living despite having lost her heart. Perhaps the opposite is possible as well. I suppose when you put it that way, if we can find out why Martel lost her body, we might also be able to find out what it is that Yggdrasil is trying to do. Okay, remember, I think I've said this before, but remember how I was saying that I wish that the skits were voice acted? I really wish that the skits were voice acted, so that I don't have to make blunders as I read the skit or whatever. I mean, I think I've already asked this before, but if you guys want me to, I guess remain or not read the skits out loud, then, you know, that's okay, even though I kind of have fun reading those skits out loud. But, you know, feedback like that is always welcome. Anyway, here we are in this room of the Triet Desert Base. We have not been here before. This is definitely something new. But what's nice is that there are treasure chests here to collect and open. So what we want to do first is push these blocks to form a bridge to grab that gray block up there. Then we can use these 3 blocks to gain access to those treasure chests there, excuse me. But yes, you want to do this correctly on the first go, because as you can see over there, there's a blue tile where you are supposed to place this gray block. I mean, when you see the blue tile, I know that, for me anyway, the very first thing that I was thinking, I need to put a block there, and it's most likely this odd colored block compared to the 2 other blocks. But you should definitely do this first, because if you put this block on the blue tile, then you won't be able to pull it out anymore. It'll sink into the ground, and even if you exit the room, it will not reload to its original location, so keep that in mind. That's very, very important if you want these items here. Now, as for what are actually in the treasure chest, I'm not all that sure. But we will go ahead and see very soon. These really are my favorite types of puzzles. The puzzles that require you to do lots of dragging and pushing of blocks to form bridges in order to reach items and gain access to certain places. But I won't complain about that anymore, because we should be happy, because look, we were able to open these treasure chests. We've got a straw hat and what else? An EX gem level 2. So that was definitely worth it. At least the EX gem level 2 was worth it anyway. As for the straw hat, we did gain access to Luffy D. Monkey's hat, so I mean, I guess it's something. So yeah, if you place that block there, it will allow you to access the basement of this base. Now quickly, let's take a look at that straw hat that we got. I won't take long looking at it, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to Genus, because take a look at how it increases his defense and intelligence. And as both of them are important for Genus, you know, while he's casting spells, I'm sure that he's bound to get hit lots. So high defense is nice, and of course intelligence has to do with magic. And I completely either missed or like didn't notice this, or my mind subconsciously caused me to ignore, or made me ignore that this is here. But look, we've got another sorcerer's ring machine here, and it allows us to shoot balls of electricity, so that's nice. Wait a second. I think that we did something like that. Oh yeah, I think that yeah, we've used this power before the last time, or we used this power the last time we were here at this base. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot. There is something that I have to do up here, so I'm just gonna quickly go back upstairs. There is another treasure chest that you can gain access to, but that requires you to align these blocks in a vertical fashion onto the platform down there, or over there. Because there is a switch in the basement that will actually allow you to bring this platform down to the basement. And then you'll use it as a bridge to get across the water, and yeah. So there you go. I mean, nothing too fancy there. By the way, there is a hidden treasure chest here. So we got a protect ring, so that's nice. We'll probably assign that to someone later on. But before we leave this room, there is another treasure chest that we can get. Or actually, maybe not a treasure chest, but it's something that we have to do in order to progress. Yeah, like I said, these types of puzzles are my favorite kinds, and one of the most time-consuming kinds of puzzles in my opinion. So, oh yeah, you have to shock that in order to, or shoot a ball of electricity in order to get that switch running. So just go down here, and then push this block onto the blue tile, and then we should be good to go. Hopefully. I don't think that there are any other treasure chests in this area. Oh, well, you gotta shoot this. What does that do? Well, Colette, being the lifeless self that she is, she didn't really say anything, but I'm guessing that it's a door of some kind that opened here? Okay.
Damn it! What's so special about me? Those renegades need to hurry up and make up their freaking minds about whether there are enemies or not.
Lloyd, what are we going to do now?
We've got to save Colette somehow. She's going to die if she's made into Martel's vessel.
But what can we do?
Sheena, where did you get your X-Sphere?
Huh? Well, that came out of nowhere. I got this before I came here. They attached it to me at the Imperial Research Academy.
Is it normal for people to equip X-Spheres in Tetheala?
No, not at all. The technology was originally brought over by the Renegades. Nowadays, X-Spheres are mainly attached to machines.
Wait a second. So Tetheala and the Renegades are on the same side?
I'm not sure if I could say that, but the Renegades were the ones that brought us information about the nature of the two worlds, and the plan to assassinate the Chosen was their idea. They talked the King and the Pope into it. If you desire for Tetheala to prosper, kill the Chosen of Silverant.
That's horrible.
Lloyd, I suggest we go to Tetheala.
Why Tetheala?
Don't you remember what Ewan said? Angels are half-elves that evolved using special X-Spheres called Cruxis crystals.
Oh, I get it. Colette's current condition is caused by the Cruxis crystal.
Since Tetheala is studying the X-Spheres, they may know something about Cruxis crystals as well.
That's a good idea. I'm pretty sure that they're studying the Cruxis crystal that belongs to Tetheala's Chosen at the Imperial Research Academy.
There's a Chosen in Tetheala too?
Of course. The world regeneration ritual is carried out in Tetheala as well. The Church of Martel exists too.
But if they've been carrying out the regeneration that many times, why hasn't Martel's vessel been completed already?
I'm curious about that myself. Perhaps those corpses lined up in the Tower of Salvation were... No, never mind.
Yeah, there are too many things that we don't know. Cruxis' objective, the Renegades, the method to save Colette. So let's just start with what we can do now.
So, we're going to Tetheala?
Yeah, that's the only lead we have right now. And this time, I'm going to fulfill my role. I'm not going to let Colette bear the burden all by herself anymore.
Wait a minute. That's great and all, but how are we going to get to Tetheala?
I'm sure Sheena knows how to get there, correct?
My understanding is that you can travel to Tetheala by passing through a distortion in space. As far as I know, crafts called Riards are the only things that can do that.
Where are they?
The Renegades should have them. They should be somewhere on this base.
Okay then, let's get going.
Yay, we're going on a trip. We're going to Tetheala. We're leaving Silverant behind for just a little while so that we can do some work down in Tetheala, the world that Sheena's from. So it turns out that a lot of the things down in Tetheala are actually very similar to how things work here in Silverant. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty neat. But anyway, I wanted to go here. Oh, by the way, you guys remember this area? This is where they stashed Lloyd, where they first captured him down in from Triet, down in that desert town. If you guys would remember correctly, I like that little town, that little desert town. You know, I also like the music that plays there. But yeah, there's really not all that much here. I actually thought that, or was hoping rather, that there would be new things to find here, that there would be new treasure chests that would have been added during our second trip to this Renegade base. But it looks like not. But I think that maybe, just maybe. Oh man, come on! Could you please not? Could you please? They're exactly the same look. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Like, they are basically the same types of enemies, but I believe that the game leveled, or I guess increased their stats a bit to, of course, make them a bit of a challenge compared to the last time that we were here. I mean, if you guys would remember, the last time we were here, we were playing only as Lloyd. And man, oh man, we were on a low level, we were alone, and we were struggling quite a bit, if you guys would remember. But now that we are with our entire team, you know, I was hoping that would kind of make a difference, but it turns out that the game increases their stats anyway. So yeah, as you guys saw, there was a machine over there. It was that same exact machine that we used in order to, I guess, gain access to some of the other rooms in this base, but I didn't really want to bother going through those for now. I really doubt that there is anything new there.
So these are the Riards.
Hurry, they'll catch up to us!
These Renegades are really the slowest guys ever. Come on!
All right then, Tetheala, here we come.
Here we go! To another world we go!
happening?
I don't know. It just suddenly...
Look, the fuel gauge is empty.
So that's it. Since you've broken the seals in Silverant, there's not enough mana in this world.
And that means...
We're gonna fall!
That was the most concerned scream that Genus could have given, really. We're gonna die. Well, that's a bummer.
I think we managed to avoid destroying them completely.
But they're useless unless we get some fuel.
What's the fuel? Coal?
Cold? Oh, jeez. How do you guys manage to actually live in Silverant?
Then magic, I assume. Perhaps the lightning that Volt produces?
Then all we have to do is have Sheena summon Volt, right?
I haven't made a pact with Volt.
Oh, well then I guess we'll just have to leave these here.
Oh, and here I thought Magi technology was infallible.
Hey, what's that?
That's the Tower of Salvation. Why is that here? This is Tetheala, right?
Of course. The Tower of Salvation appears in the Flourishing World. The tower also appeared on your side after Colette received the Oracle, right?
2 worlds. 2 towers. What about the Holy Ground? The Church of Martel is also over here, correct? Is the Holy Ground called Karlon?
Yes. The place where the Tower of Salvation lies is the Holy Ground of Karlon.
The Holy Ground of Karlon is where the peace treaty was signed to end the ancient war. There can't be 2 of them.
Are you sure yours isn't a fake? We have records in our museums that depict how the hero Mythos called the 2 ancient kings to the Holy Ground of Karlon in order to forge a peace treaty.
And such records exist on our side as well. Instruments used to sign the treaty can be found in the Palma Costa Academy.
So, either one side is fake, or maybe they're actually both real.
Lloyd, that's not possible.
Don't get mad, I was just kinda saying stuff. Anyway, let's get going.
It's true we aren't going to get anywhere by pondering about it here.
Wow, it's our first adventure in Tetheala.
Genus, this isn't a field trip.
It really is a shame that these Riards broke down on us. Think about it, it was Lloyd and the party's first time ever flying, and right away, I shouldn't say, well, literally, like a minute after they started flying, they crashed here. And by the way, that anime cutscene that you saw, that was pretty cool that they added that into the Tales of Symphonia Chronicles port of this game. That anime cutscene was actually only in the original Japanese GameCube port of this game, and it wasn't in the English GameCube port, so it was nice that they brought it over here to the US localization port of Chronicles, excuse me. But anyway, it looks like this is a good place to go ahead and conclude today's episode. I'll don't worry about that skit for right now, okay? But anyway, thank you guys once again for watching this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, I would really appreciate if you would hit that like button as well as that big red subscribe button. Alright, I will see you guys in the next episode of Tales of Symphonia, but until then, you guys take care.